everybody. This is Calvin Waite. I trade crypto for a living. I'm not a registered or licensed financial advisor, planner, or broker, so nothing on this channel should be taken as a recommendation to buy or sell. I also trade all of these things, so I probably have a vested interest in there. But there's plenty of entertainment value and lots of education, so this will be awesome. For those of you who didn't know, my subscription channel is live. So look at the link in the description over at cryptoinfluencers.com, and you can see how I make all of my trades and what I do and what I think about everything. This channel is for more hypothetical and looking at trends, and the other one is for actual trading, so you might be interested in that. Okay, happy Monday, man. You think it was a Wednesday today with all of this insanity. I sure didn't, we woke up this morning. It's kind of interesting. On the 15-minute chart, we were kind of in this red zone from 27,300. So we were holding up pretty good. And we had a tiny little exit of the red zone and boom, fell off a cliff. So let's talk about what's happening and what may happen. Anyway, first of all, I wanted to congratulate our two winners. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. Yeah, so let's see. I pulled down, I just picked some random winners from yesterday and the day before, since I don't do any trading on Sunday. And Susan New is one of our winners. She, if it's a she, definitely her $25 of Ethereum is in her address. And then there was one more for Saturday, and it was last AFK. So congratulations, you two. They could both be from Saturday or both from Sunday. I don't necessarily, encourage anybody to do anything on Sunday. It's definitely a day of rest for me, so I don't want anybody to have to worry about anything there. And then at cryptoinfluencers.com is where I do all of my stuff. And so if you feel like you want to join the free channel, that's here. The pro channel is here, so you can figure out how I do my own stuff and kind of watch me roll with whatever comes and celebrate successes and failures together and that kind of thing. So that's what that's for. And then Wednesdays, definitely join for the live stream on Wednesday. I do it on Facebook Live and Twitch and YouTube and LinkedIn. So should be easy to find. 12:30 Mountain Time. All right, let's start talking about this crazy day we have had. So first of all, let's look at our weekly close. So our weekly close was perfect. There was nothing wrong with this close. We had been watching this falling wedge on the weekly. We broke up, and then we had one candle to confirm. So this is what closed yesterday. So all of this movement here down to here is now all in a single day. I think it's one of the biggest one-day drops that we have seen in a long time. So far right now we're 14,000 down, and that's 5% down. Yeah, these aren't even close. This one was 5% and 15. So this one was our most recent candle that did as much as that. And then this one started at the top. So a lot of these moves down are, it's interesting how much they'll move. And there wasn't much warning here. And there definitely wasn't too much warning here. We only got maybe an hour before close, because we were way up high before we closed our day, and then we pulled back to the 20 and then started our new candle and just fell off like crazy. So we're about 51 minutes till the end. It's my 5-year-old's got a birthday today, so we're celebrating. So I wasn't able to really get much done earlier. But yeah, so I'll be a little quick. It's just a little quiet right now. I think everyone's resting from all of our shenanigans, and the party's going to start up again in a little bit. But this is where we are. First of all, I've just drawn a line connecting the bottom of this to here, and we've had this on the chart for a long time. And apparently that's where we're trying to stop for the day. Not to say that this will be the end all be all, but this is definitely where we are currently. I've been pretty optimistic recently, and funny thing is I'm still optimistic. I know it sounds crazy to be optimistic after dropping as much as this, but it seems like there is structure here. And for a long time, I didn't think we'd make it. Long time we've been watching to see if we could intersect this 25,250. And today we're not quite there. We have our low is 25,388. If we're going to come down here, we really should just intersect these candles and do a flip from resistance to support. I think technical analysts, if we turned around from here, they would probably call it good enough, but it would be nice if we could actually hit it. So that means there might potentially be another day of red tomorrow. So my thoughts about the Wyckoff accumulation and this being our spring, this is not happening. Definitely invalidated. So it appeared to be that, and after today's price action, it would be, that is definitely not the explanation of what's going on here. So I'm looking around, watching for things, and I point to him when I see him. But yeah, that was not quite what's currently happening. What may be happening, and I'll just pull up my other chart. What might be happening is we might still be in this larger falling wedge. So this is not on the weekly. The weekly had kind of a falling wedge, and now we're all over the map. We kind of need 6 more days before we have a definitive answer as to whether we even fell out or not. But currently it looks like we've fallen out on the weekly. I'll just get back there since I'm talking about it. Currently, but anything could happen. We might pull back up to the 200 by the end of week, and we might be turning this ship around. So I think we're just kind of getting some important averages nailed down before we do our next impulse, which I don't see why it wouldn't be up. But yeah, let's go back to where I was. This is what I think we might be doing. We might be just trading near the lower end of this wedge here. And so if we pull back up into here, then we will, we'll see validation there. So we can't really trade on data that isn't complete. So this is a partial data set with this candle. We have to see where it actually closes to kind of assess what's happening. But it looks like we have definitely fallen pretty good. The bears were looking pretty exhausted, and then out of nowhere we got this push here. And sometimes, at the end of a pretty grueling move, to have one final push or something kind of accelerated, it's pretty manufactured and it may not last long. So that's kind of the way I'm thinking about this. The reason why is because if the bears were in complete control over this entire thing, why didn't they push it down here or here or here? But maybe they were, saving up to really push us below the 200. This could freak out a lot of people. If there are a lot of people that end up going short because of this, then a lot of people could get wrecked if we end up holding the 200 by the end of the week. So we've got 6 days. Our timer is ticking to see whether we will do it or not. And believe me, it would not be good if we did not hold the 200. So the other thing that could be happening is this. So let me head back to I'm going to look at the monthly chart. What we might be doing is we might be tagging our 100, or our 50-month moving average. That's what I was trying to say. The low on this candle is 25,388, and our 50-month moving average is 25,462. We have contact. I did not think we were going to get it. This tail here was not looking very... I wasn't sure if we were going to even go any lower than this because this was a pretty decent support candle. But we have pulled back in one day enough to intersect our 50. So we just might have what we need on the monthly candle. So now this candle can do anything it wants at this point because we have tagged it. We definitely want to stay above it. So 25,462 is definitely a good spot. The other thing to think about is that our candle wick here, the high, 25,211. So on the monthly, we don't quite have an intersection, not quite yet. So it makes me suspicious that we might have one more kind of attempt at a red day tomorrow, and then whatever this move is might wear itself out. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm seeing from this view. Oftentimes, when we have a large move that's pretty unexpected and it kind of moves, you can kind of see what's happening on the 5-minute chart to kind of get an idea of what's happening. Often these things happen in threes. So 1, 2, 3. I was thinking this was kind of our liftoff, but this ended up being a pretty awesome fake out. So now we're on a full drop here, and so it is likely that we have 3 red zones. So we might go sideways and struggle a little bit, and then we'll turn things back around. A red zone will be delayed if our 50 crosses the 100. But yeah, our 100 period moving average on the 5-minute is down in range now, and our 50 is curving up. So it feels like whatever damage was caused here is complete, and it would take a fresh impulse to knock us back down. So we're really close. You know, on the daily intersecting our wicks, on the monthly intersecting wicks, all of that would be really nice to get while we're down here. I mean, as long as we're having a red day, we might as well, you know, intersect some of these and get a good handoff. But, you know, we can only react to the charts. We can't make changes to them. And then finally, by the end of the week, we're going to want to be seeing a pretty strong move, because whatever we end up doing down in this area, we definitely want to be holding this 200. If we knock below the 200, then, you know, potentially there could be some strength at the 50-month. This is why I've been thinking all along that our downside is limited and the upside is less limited. So I'm still holding my longs. I'm just gonna kind of deal with the pain for now. Just, you know, I just don't know how long this will last. But we have potential support on the 50-month moving average. If this fails to hold, there's another one at 24,300, which is the come back to confirm the breakout of this head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders. And then worst case scenario, our 50 is moving up. So a lot of times we'll make an attempt for the 100, come back, tag the 50, and then we've got whatever structure we need. So I don't see this completely falling upside down and full on losing 20,000 and we're down to the, you know, basement. This 50-week moving average is at 22,235. So even that is, you know, it's within like $3,000 from where we are. It wouldn't be the end of the world. So anyway, this is kind of the look at today. Tomorrow, when we have that data point in place, it'll be interesting to analyze and talk more about it. But anyway, I hope everyone's having a good one. Make sure that you know, if your positions are too big or different things, make sure you know, really be careful about making them smaller. The emotions are less, and you make less mistakes when you have smaller positions. Plus, the other thing to keep in mind is to you know, just be patient. Markets love to make you overreact. Make sure that there's a reason for every trade you make. And so, yeah, for me, I feel like we've definitely moved down in a pretty good way, but I'm gonna patiently wait and see how this actually plays out, especially by end of week, to kind of see where we're at. I still feel like the downside is limited, but that's just the way I'm interpreting it. So we'll see how everything goes. All right, you guys, have an awesome one. We will catch you tomorrow. Thanks for making it to the end of my video. Make sure you keep those trades small. Don't force a trade. Don't get impatient. And if you want to see how all this works, please come over and check me out on the subscription channel at cryptoinfluencers.com. Again, the link is in the description.